it's Liz. We're here at Silver Springs State Park in Ocala, Florida. We have had a wonderful morning today. Me and the kids, we've been exploring. We started off doing the boardwalk trail, and just as we were about to get started on the boardwalk, we saw a sign warning us about rhesus monkeys, and that was very exciting because I don't know that I've ever been in an outdoor wild place where there's a warning about monkeys before. Thankfully, we didn't actually see any monkeys, although it would have been kind of cool to see monkeys while we were out, but I understand they're not a native species and it's not a good idea for us to be seeing them. We went and got a pressed penny, which I'll show a picture of here, that's got a glass bottom boat on it, if you can see that. And then we took the actual glass bottom boat tours. Our tour guide was named Oscar. He's been here since 1969, which means 52 years. He was a little difficult to understand at times because he's an older dude on a microphone, you know, and there's the noise of the boat and everything. But what a treasure. That was a very cool experience to be able to get to go with Oscar. The glass bottom boat tour, we saw tons of fish. I know we saw bass and sturgeon because the person sitting across from me said to his kid, "Oh look, that's bass and that's sturgeon." So that much I understood at least. But we also saw a bunch of turtles, and that was one, it was a very special thing, I think, especially for the kids, because the turtles were just frequent enough that you could count on always seeing another one, but just rare enough that all of the kids on the boat got excited every time we saw a turtle. And I got excited every time we saw a turtle too. There were great big soft shell turtles, and then there were harder shell turtles that had moss growing on their backs. And every time we saw turtles up out of the water on the side of the springs or on the side of the water, Oscar, our tour guide, would say, "Oh, it's Turtle Beach," and we would see the turtles there. We also saw in our glass bottom boat tour, we saw a sunken Seminole dugout canoe, which was very cool. They said it was over 100 years old, and also a Spanish rowboat. We saw a sunken cypress log that was over 100 years old, and it's incredible. You can really tell how resilient to water the cypress wood is after seeing all of these things that have been sunken for that long. And you wouldn't think that sunken wood would last that long, that it would still be here after all that time, but cypress wood, man, it can take the water. So what else did we see? We saw a statue of Osceola. We saw a horseshoe palm tree. We took a bunch of pictures for a scavenger hunt that they have here. There's 10 different items, and I don't think we managed to get all 10, but we did see a bunch of the things on the scavenger hunt list, and my daughter Remy, she took pictures of all of those things for us. And what else? We went on the boardwalk tour where we saw marshy kind of swamplands. I wonder what is the difference between a marsh and a swamp. Maybe one of them is saltwater. I'm going to say we saw swamps then, because this is definitely fresh water. On the boat tour, we learned about how much water actually bubbles up out of these springs. They said over 850 million gallons a day, and we saw springs that were as deep as 81 feet, and the ones that were 35 to 50 feet deep, you could see clear all the way to the bottom. The water's crystal clear. It was just a beautiful thing to see. On the boardwalk tour, we also saw an amphitheater, which was very exciting. I wonder if they ever do programs there. That would be really a fun thing to see. We also ran into some families with little kids and dogs, so both are welcome here. And really, it's been a wonderful day with the kids. I'm so happy to have them with me, and I'm so happy to see this Silver Springs State Park. This is a brand new one for us. We've never been to before, and just a wonderful day. So thanks so much. Bye. Hi, it's Liz. I had to come back and say see you all again because I wanted to add that we just visited the Silver River Museum and Environmental Education Center. We didn't even know this was over here. There's a whole other entrance to Silver Springs State Park on 35, and if you come in that way, then there's another fee, but not really. If you've already gone to the other side, you just show them your receipt and they show you in. And then there's this museum, which was really impressive. It's only cash or check, but it's $2 per person. So I thought $2 per person is probably some podunk little, I don't know what, but it was fantastic. They had all these exhibits on dugout canoes and the Seminole tribes and all of the history in Marion County, and it was just wonderful. I really enjoyed it. The kids really enjoyed it. And also, while I have your attention, I wanted to tell you about, you can see over here the glass bottom boat. This is very similar to the glass bottom boat that we took our trip in, and I wanted to tell you that my hysterical offspring Ian today both referred to it as glass bottom boats, you make the rockin' world go round. And also, when we were looking down through the glass and we saw eel grass swaying back and forth, Ian referred to it as a grass bottom boat. So I thought both of those were hysterical, and I just wanted to make sure that I said that. Okay, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye bye.